Madden League. Rival game. Division game. Gotta have this dub. These motherfuckers undefeated. Alright.
I agree with you. Overall, you gotta go with the flowers. First, talking, growing, high growth, cocoa. Get the brick. Get the brick anywhere, guys. Get a cocoa, get the brick.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward.
That story.
Damn, this ain't the right herb.
Because CRISPR specifically is it's already in you. That's what your body uses. It's not
Why the fuck my defense look like it keep changing though?
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with a rookie. Loose inside the 30.
This shit, I wasn't ready.
Down at the 23. A
He
huge
was
play
not
there
ready.
right off the bat. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
Get ready.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lane. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the one. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Come on, fellas. Come on now. Good shit.
Jaden Daniels taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
This motherfucker on his toes. He on his toes. We ain't on our toes yet.
It's Gay to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team.
Off to a sloppy
only
start.
be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Commanders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your process get
cool,
challenged at
fellas.
times you
That
don't
is
want
not
them to.
cool.
They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing. Prescott. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Might want to remember that 3rd down play. 37 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Get my funky off on the
It's a
ground.
loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Blue.
What the fuck going on? Get up in that motherfucker, man.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Cowboys sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from Barn. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Prescott now. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out. But you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Daniels. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Let's go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Touchdown incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one put in by Sim.
Damn, good shit.
He's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Stuck with my shit. Thought we was going to get that blitz, right?
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. Alluding to pressure right.
Damn, glad he ain't see that motherfucker.
So he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Daniels looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Sinnott from 17 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Dances by him. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Good deep, good deep.
Away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's Prescott.
Good shit,
He throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Get the fuck out of here.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands.
All right, so you know this
Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
70 range. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Oh, come on, man.
But he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not only did they drop it looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
60. Let's go now. Cut 19. Buffalo 18. Warriors 17. Ready, right?
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's
Yeah.
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Oh, my boy tired.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. A gain there of 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They go again with Blue. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams.
That's on me. Damn, that's on me. Outside.
Lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field
my fault, fellas.
despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
It's my fault.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I ain't gonna let me call my shit.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Oh, get the
Still
fuck
going
out of
inside
here.
the 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only do they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
I'm not understanding that one, fellas.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue.
Good shit.
Good
shit.
Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown.
Good shit, baby.
Cowboys. Jaden Blue with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. On the move, pass for 40. That is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
What the fuck? What the
fuck? This is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Nice little juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
I get a one-hitter quitter off.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, and his early struggles continue. There's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Zach Ertz has it complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ranger. Ready? 1970. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got him in wide open, complete.
What the fuck is y'all doing?
Burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
We're down by 2.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Prescott to throw on 4th. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Prescott.
Damn!
His third interception. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
No, no. Here we go. Set. Come back team. 60 boxes. 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Handoff, Blue running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Pressure applied. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt.
Good shit, good shit, good shit.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of
I missed the sack
the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
That shit ain't working.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
19. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
There we go.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start the drive with a give to Blue. They find some open field here.
She cut that back in.
Out of bounds just shy of the 45. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 40.
1st down, and they go right back to Blue. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hey, 47. Kill.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Tolbert hauls in the out route. Down the sideline he goes.
Good shit. Good shit.
End zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 54 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And
Good shit.
I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up copping the ball off, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
Oh!
The ball comes out on the hit.
Mate.
It's incomplete.
One of the great coaches in football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. He's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ready, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Daniels. This will be caught at Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Commanders 38, Cowboys 26.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just... There he goes, left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, 77 yards. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Cowboys 33.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Intentional line. Smart ball.
72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lane.
Hey.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come on. Set. Dragon 60.
To the air goes Daniels. Dancing to his left. And head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Rolling to his right.
Damn, fellas, come on now.
Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel from 8 yards out. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On to give, this is Blue. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Aubrey good with the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Play some defense, goddamn. Got a had weed over this motherfucker. Good game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
Oh, wow.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting up points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And he's going to get this one down.
Somebody going to get killed.
79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover. Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing now is Daniels. Flushed out right.
Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas.
Takes it.
Fuck.
Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this team to take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80, 60 Maverick, 60.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They're going against a team that's playing at an elite level. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Right.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready? Cowboys, go!
This is a counter play. Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones.
Next time,
really
not gotta watch these motherfuckers. God damn.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go, Friday! What do you think?
Throwing, Prescott. He'll find crossing the formation for the catch. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
You know, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here we go! Hey, kill!
And again, it's Prescott.
Oh!
Interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't
Ain't
always
that
pretty
about
with
a
the
bitch?
interception there. That means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
60 Bison.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandably so. Not only did they get the win, right now, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this
This is typically what I like to do, which is...
Well, we got weed, though. Take it out on the herb, baby.
And then the other side of it is what I call health. And this is how a lot of people see it, which is like this. I'm just wondering why I don't see that really well when things aren't good.
Let's see what the Madden guards did for my draft squad. Or if that shit's still going. Catch me on the rebound.
The easiest ones are to expose it to my heat, cold, see how it does under too little light, saturated with a lot of light.
God damn, these motherfuckers.
It's a little bit crazy when people actually introduce people who do that, I really do. And a lot of people are talking about testing. I don't want to pretend people who are doing small controls. Those people are doing jobs work. Sure, it's not to the level of some university to be able to do it, but we love the people who do introduce to their small scale document that is leading to the school. Even if it's like both are really beneficial and necessary, actually, to really understand the difference. What can do and what respond to non-optimal. Low stress training topic.